This was just a short demonstration of my talk about brands to reduce poverty. I'm Ineke Aquarius. I'm one of the founders of Butterflyworks, together with Hester Ezra and Ima Beamer. We are a social design studio here in Amsterdam, and with more than 15 people, we are full-time searching for solutions for poverty. Today, I want to share our experience with one of our solutions, and that's branding. The theory sounds very simple. By creating strong brands, economic value is added. Consumers pay a higher price for the same product. But how does that help the poor? And how can we make sure that people in developing countries get a bigger piece of the pie? Butterflyworks has been involved in the development of several brands. I will briefly mention two, and I will use one example to take you through our approach. The short clip you just saw belongs to Shoe, a co-designed sneaker brand. Very nice. The design and marketing is developed in collaboration between creative talent in Burkina Faso and the Netherlands, and 10% of the profit flows back to the creative industry in Burkina Faso. Another example is Return to Sender, initiated by Katja Schuurman, creating economic value that is reinvested in projects in the community of the producers. We co-developed this concept by sourcing cool products with a good story. They're currently sold in Hema, like these very popular Christmas hangers. Butterflyworks uses co-design to create brands that lead to jobs. This is the model of our approach, and I will illustrate all the steps by using one of our latest examples. That's called the Taragalt. Every process starts with a social need, and in the case of the Taragalt project, the social need is to improve the livelihoods of women in a place with very few natural resources, where all men left to find jobs elsewhere, and where women are trying to hold the community together. In the Sahara, on the border of Algeria and Morocco, close to Mahamit. This is where we are co-designing a brand for an area and a sustainable form of tourism. The inspiration for this project was very hard to miss. We met with Ibrahim Sabai. He's a true nomad, born and raised in the Sahara, and a strong believer in the desert lifestyle. He and his brother, Halim, wanted to create a sustainable form of tourism that doesn't destroy the fragile environment and creates opportunities for the community and especially for the women. The area was an important stop in the old caravan routes throughout the Sahara. The last caravan that was led by his father in 1954 ended here, and that is where the family Sabai settled. Our research focused mostly on potential income-generating activities that we could find, and I will show you a few leads that we found. In the area is an oasis in which 13 villages are spread, with very high percentage of women, for whom it's very hard to make a living. Through workshops, we researched possible products that they can make, that we can sell. In the middle of this area lies a tented camp, a bivak, where tourists can stay in a breathtaking landscape, and the place became the economic center of our project. The brothers organize a yearly nomad festival to celebrate Saharan culture. The festival attracts nomads from all over the Sahara and is a unique experience for tourists. The festival showed us a high potential for a permanent cultural experience, and that led to a plan to develop an open-air museum of Saharan cultures in the place of our project. All very strong pillars that we found, but none of them has so far led to a sustainable income. So the making, in this case, of the Tarragalt focused on bringing together all these strong ingredients, create a strong brand for it that leads to a higher profit per pillar. In order to develop a strong brand, the product has to hold authentic skills and designs, to keep the story real and to make it less vulnerable for copycats, and make sure that the community truly owns the brand. Developing a brand is a very visual process. Creating a story, a logo, products, developing media strategies that fits to the real experience of tourists. That is why it's so essential to co-create the brand. And we literally did that. We're literally designing together. Ibrahim collected inspirational pictures, such as this one representing the traces of the caravan through the sand. And from the idea of the traces in the sand, we developed this kind of house style and logos, sitting behind a computer. Because many women in the area can't read or write, we developed symbols and icons that they can understand. And these are inspired on the ancient drawings that are found in the area. And this is the website we are currently developing, where all the different ingredients come together. But how do we earn more income for the women in the area and for the project partners? Well, the Nomad Festival, that leads to the permanent open-air museum, that will offer a more regular source of income, and at the same time preserve the cultural heritage. In the living experience of the museum live real families, and they earn their income by offering meals and exchanges to tourists. And this will be part of a special program to be offered to tourists worldwide. By adding activities, new tourists will be attracted to the camp, and the current tourists might stay an extra night because of a more diverse program. And we're making the camp eco-friendly, which upgrades it to a higher price level. Through design exchanges, we are developing new products that the women can make to be sold in the area or abroad, hopefully. By developing together, our partners in Mahamid really own the brand, and this is crucial to make sure it will renew itself and stay interesting. We see that as a training process that might lead to many more developments and products and whatnot. As a marketeer or designer in Amsterdam, you can't understand the unwritten rules of the desert and how people live there. But I can honestly say, if we can make it happen and start a small economy in this place where women are hardly leaving their houses, we can really do it anywhere in the world. So this was one example of how we co-design brands to reduce poverty. Thank you.